Well, my name is Josh Griffith, and I am an associate principal at Valley High School in the West Des Moines Community School District. We had students a senior this year, and as a sophomore, when he came in, he was struggling with some different personal issues, and I would even say a little bit of mental health too. And as a result, was starting to use a little bit, and we ended up catching him in the act. And I think a lot of schools will issue their consequence and just hope that kind of takes things, helps, I guess, that slap on the hand will change that behavior or make somebody think twice about it next time. And sure, I'm sure that works for some students, but usually if students are using or struggling with addiction, there's a lot of underlying stuff going on in their lives. So this program, the Healthy Lifestyles program, coming in, kind of wrapping their loving arms around those students and just trying to figure out what is that underlying current, what's causing maybe some of those behaviors, and then helping students navigate how to change those behaviors or even change the way they mentally process things, has had a huge impact. We have students that have chosen to work with the Healthy Lifestyles program on their own as a result of just being honest with us about their struggles. And then we have our students who we don't really give a choice because we know what they're going through and some of the things that they've done. The Healthy Lifestyles program, you specifically have worked with a large number of students in this district. And I think I can only think of maybe one or two students who really pushed back or denied those services, and weren't really willing to accept them. Everybody, just about everybody who has either been forced to work with you or has chosen, has really appreciated it, respected it, and accepted it with open arms. You can't win them all, but you're certainly going to try extremely hard to do that. And I think when most people would give up, you continue for a lot longer past that point. So I've been very, very impressed with that. If students are struggling with addiction is that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? There's so much more going on under the surface that's caused our students to go down that hole and start engaging in those types of activities. Just issuing a consequence and moving on, that's not going to fix the problem. Restorative practices are, I think, crucial in supporting our kids and supporting the whole child, and then getting students counseling and therapy and support when they're struggling with addiction that goes pretty deep beyond just the addiction itself, I think is critically important.
A lot of times it is being that bridge between the school and home, and setting up services outside of school. It's not always easy. As a parent, you don't know where to go. And so just having someone that's connecting you with resources, I think it's huge. A lot of my students just need that little push towards outside resources.
And that's what Healthy Lifestyles is about to me. You devote your time and energy to figuring out what the root cause is of the problem, and then getting the kids the support necessary to work through that and find success on the other side. And then you also monitor the little stuff like their attendance and their grades, and you're constantly reaching out to the home, and those are all nice and appreciated. But to me, your ability to get to the root cause of what's going on and supporting these kids and finding themselves, and figuring out that the solutions are within themselves, I think is probably the biggest piece, and why everybody should go with something like this.